So this is my pearl. Be the well, because both you and your building will be better for it. And make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can be that. It's one of the hardest and most fulfilling things you will ever do. Hello, everyone. So no secret to anyone here, school leadership is hard. It means being responsible for any number of things, from maintaining a guaranteed and viable curriculum, to creating schedules, to leading PD, to ensuring that the PBIS system keeps running smoothly, to giving parent chats, to coaching and supervising teachers, or setting the bar high at lunch duty. The list goes on. I've found it to be much like becoming a parent. You can't really know just how hard it's going to be until you actually get there and start doing the job. And similarly, you just can't really know how fulfilling it is going to be until you actually start doing the job. As with many things in life, one of the aspects that makes this role so challenging is also one that makes it so important to your teachers. Although it's difficult, you become the well for everyone's confusion, frustration, and hurt. Sometimes all you can do is just hold on to it, but it's important to be someone who listens. When I was younger and eager to transition to the role of building principal, a mentor said to me, "There's no hurry. It's okay if you wait, you'll still be ready later." When you step into this role, get back gets super complicated, and it's just so hard. One thing that happened shortly after my tenure as a building principal was that I realized how much closer I was going to be to challenging situations. I knew about issues that our students faced and had dealt with a few of them, but as principal, they all came through to me, and it started to hit home like a punch in the heart. Like when having parent conversations about why a child wouldn't be considered for higher level math, the consequences of their child having chosen to vape on the bus, or broadening their child's support network because they're cutting and dealing with suicidal ideation. Teacher working conditions were another thing I had talked about with colleagues many times, but now I would be the one who had to deliver the news that teacher contact time was increasing, but no, pay was not. And we can do it. And to talk about these things, or any number of others, there's always a knock at the door, followed by the question, "Do you have just a minute?" Which is never just a minute. Your people want to talk to you. Sometimes they want you to help with solution finding. Sometimes they need a coach. And there is a time and place for each of these, but mostly they just have a deep need to feel heard and for their words to be met with a compassionate response. Rallying to provide that consistently again and again makes you that well, that chasm, that black hole, if you will, and it runs deep and can sometimes even threaten to swallow you up, to spaghettify you, stretching you so thin that there's nearly nothing left. Particularly during my first year, being that well often had me arriving home with little left to give my own family and second guessing my choice to move into this leadership position. But with time, I gave myself over to the well and found some key strategies to help me cope. One, your people need you to be healthy. So as part one, learn to set limits. If you really don't have those 5 or 10 minutes, tell them, "I'd really like to hear about this later, but I have a commitment to be in Sarah's classroom right now. Can you check in with my secretary to put a time on our calendars for first thing tomorrow?" 2, your people need you to be healthy, part 2. So do something that you love that is totally unrelated to school. For me, it's been singing in a choir or making sure I program my exercises classes, because if it's not planned, because I'm a principal and also a mom, it's just not going to happen. 3, find a mentor, someone who you admire, and tell them that that is who or what they are to you. Ask them for some of their time during the year to get some advice or coaching of your own. 4, embrace silence. Sometimes you just need to hit pause, to slow down and to be quiet with someone. You can let them in on this. It really does help. And 5, but perhaps most importantly, don't fight it. Your teachers give and give to their kids, and so they need you. It's okay to be there for them all the way. They will love you for it, but more importantly, you will love them. So this is my pearl. Be the well, because both you and your building will be better for it. And make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can be that. It's one of the hardest and most fulfilling things you will ever do.